Hello ladies and gents, Jack here from Peach Guitars. Welcome to a Peach Guitars unboxing. We haven't done one of these for a little while, and the past couple of videos we've done where we've shown you new guitars haven't necessarily ticked all the boxes and scratched all the itches for you people who love the unboxings that we do, which we appreciate. So thank you for joining us on another one. Hopefully this one is something that you're going to enjoy. As you'll tell from the title, we've got some really nice PRS guitars. The previous few deliveries we've had, like I say, I've just kind of got straight into playing them. We haven't done an unboxing like this for a little while, so this is a return to form that I hope you're going to enjoy. So, I've got 8 PRS guitars. I don't have a clue about any of them, but I've got my main man Aidan on hand here who can help me out with the specs and the colours and all that stuff, so I will try and address all the different little facets that hopefully you want to know. But this is really just a case of we get these guitars out, it's a first impressions thing, I want you to see them as I see them. And in this video as well, we're going to also intersperse some playing clips, so you're going to hear them at the same time as seeing them for the first time. Hopefully that all makes sense. Anyway, let's get into guitar number 1, and we'll just go with the flow. All right, number 1, I don't know what this is, but we'll find out together. And hopefully you enjoy our plinth, which is definitely not a table with a cloth on it. All right. First guitar. Now I know these can be quite heavy, so I'm just going to be careful with the case of each guitar here. Well, that's a way to start, isn't it? Gorgeous custom 24. We've moved away now from the 2408 spec, so we're back to the 5-way position switch, which I think I've talked before about the fact that I think I prefer the 2408 layout. It gives you a few more options, but a lot of people in the comments, it seems, just like the old traditional 5-way, traditional style blade switch here, which works really well. You still get a bunch of different tones out of a custom 24. Actually, for anyone interested in this guitar, the full serial number is 0330572. Custom color. So the deal with these, you may have seen these on our website before, we get a few of these custom color guitars that are literally one-offs. So I don't think we kind of specify exactly what we want. We just say to PRS, give us a custom finish. This custom 24 in this particular iteration is going to do that for you. And I love these guitars now. They've really refined these to such a point that there's very little to dislike on them, even down to the little details like the gold hardware on the bridge and the pickup screws. Everything else is just really, really classy. Oh, you've got gold tuning pegs as well. So really nice start there. Very, very pleased with that one. So these guitars are going to stay in the rack so you can still see them as the video goes on, rather than stowing them away in the case as I tend to do. So yeah, this is new sort of territory for unboxing videos, but hopefully it all makes sense. And as is always the case, when we're done with all the guitars and you've seen them all, I would very much like to know your thoughts. So let us know in the comments which one ends up being your favourite. But that was a good start right there. All right, guitar number 2. I'm thinking this might be the same deal. Custom 24, once again. 10 top, once again. I'm going to show you the neck in just a second because this is remarkable, but that top is gorgeous. I don't know how well this will translate on the camera. Kind of a violet, but I'm thinking this is another custom color maybe. Serial number of this one is 0330852. Purple iris. Okay, so I think that is a standard PRS color, but it looks to me like a slightly different variant on the theme. It's very unique. Same appointments with the gold hardware on the tailpiece, the pickup screws, and the tuning pegs, and probably a couple of other little points I've missed. But look at that neck. So same exact finish, the purple iris flame maple neck, with what I presume is an ebony board, or maybe very, very dark rosewood ebony. Yeah, that's a stunner. Natural back. Not really sure what I think about these, whether I prefer the natural backs or the darker coloured backs or the finished backs. Everyone's got a different take on it, but I do like that you can see the really nice grain of the mahogany body. That's very, very nice indeed. So another stunning custom 24, not a custom colour, as I wrongly pointed out, but what colour it is anyway. Right, so we're covering the customs quite well. Hopefully whatever comes out next might be something different, but I shouldn't have said that because I'm going to shoot myself in the foot and it will be another custom. And it will be great nonetheless. Let's see though. Right, guitar number 3. Yeah, it's another custom, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. This is actually slightly different. So, I don't know what the deal is. I'm sure many of you will be asking this. It's not the 35th anniversary of the Custom 24 anymore, and yet we're still seeing these guitars. It is quite unusual, but I personally am quite glad that we are, because this spec, I think, is the best that they ever had for the 35th anniversary of this model. So we're back to the 2408 wiring, which I talked about earlier on, which basically means rather than having a 5-way blade switch like those other guitars did, you've got a 3-position switch with 2 mini toggles, and I've kind of become more familiar with this from guitars like the Special Semi-Hollow, that kind of thing. I just find it a little bit more useful to be able to tap each pickup individually with these switches, so you get a total of 8 sounds, as the name implies. But it's not for everyone. I get why people do like the standard switch, but anyway, that's what this is. And you've got that really gorgeous headstock inlay, which don't see on anything else that they make right now. I don't think anything else in the core line or anything like that. It's all about this anniversary line. Really nice finish. The serial number of this is 0333344. Nice linear serial number there. What's the colour of this one, Aidan? Do you know? Charcoal. Should have guessed that one, really. Very satisfying serial number. Very satisfying guitar overall. A little bit on the sort of I don't want to say plainer because it's definitely not, but a little bit more subdued maybe. Just a very nice, really nicely grained mahogany neck, mahogany body. Very clean. I really like this kind of aesthetic to PRS. They can do the very outlandish, very fiery, flamey things, but they can also do these really nice, clean examples as well. So that's another great one right there. And John's just walked in as well. What do you think so far, John? Got 3 out so far.
Very nice.
They are very nice indeed. All right, moving on. Now, I said on the last guitar that the next one hopefully won't be another Custom 24, but I don't know. There's no way of predicting. Aidan says it won't be, so I'm going to take his word on that. Let's find out. You're incorrect, Aidan. It is another Custom 24, but it's another particularly nice one. Similar,
Custom colour.
yeah, another custom colour we think, but similar to that first one, but different enough to kind of mark it out as being, again, a custom, legitimately. Standard Custom 24 spec. Again, I'd refer you back to the first guitar again. So this is the kind of return to form, if you like, with the 5-way position switch, doing away with the 2408 wiring. Slight gold accents on the pickups, on the bridge, on the tuning pegs. This one, which I don't think the first guitar had, has a flame maple neck though. Really nice, matching colour, flamey maple with a kind of purpley indigo back. So that's quite, this is a little bit different. This is where I really like that this is kind of the flip side of the PRS coin to what we just saw. It's not going to be for everybody with all these different hues and shades going on, but a really, really nice example if you are into that more slightly flashy kind of thing. Serial number is 0328862 if you're interested. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Anything else to note on the spec there, Aidan, in particular?
Is Aqua Blue Purple Burst.
Aqua Blue Purple Burst. So all that stuff I said about custom colour is...
Correct. Wrong.
Incorrect. But it may as well be. I mean, it's very similar to that first one, but obviously this is kind of a slightly more standardised version of it. Right, please give us something other than a custom. As great as customs are, just want to get a little bit of other blood in the mix. Let's see what we got. By the way, if you're wondering why we're calling this an unboxing and yet there are no boxes in sight, it's because if you've never picked up a PRS case before, they're about as heavy as, I don't know, some small stars. So taking them out of the boxes is actually quite hard, so this just makes it all a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, boy. So it's not a custom 24. It's one of the, arguably the most important cornerstones of PRS's modern lineup, the Mccarty 594 in the double cut. You can get single cut variants if that's more your thing. I think this is the way that they work best. Got a little bit more of a kind of, I don't want to say like an SG kind of tone exactly, but compared to most traditional single cut, you know, vintage 59 inspired instruments, this just has a little bit more of its own identity than some of those other guitars that go for the more traditional Gibson style tone. And I really, really, really like these for that. They've definitely got their own identity. Serial number of this one is 0331791. So 10 top. I don't want to take any more guesses on the colour, so...
Charcoal cherry.
Charcoal cherry. Standard colour, but I don't think I've seen it quite that nice before, quite that pokey, would you say? Very, very quilty indeed. Once again, just really nice little accents that kind of sometimes get missed, I think. These little gold touches on the hardware. Flamey maple neck, which is very, very attractive indeed. Kind of a fairly natural red back finish on the guitar as well. Really, really nice blend as well on the neck heel into that body finish. And these are kind of the details that, like I said, don't always get acknowledged, but they are the things that set PRS apart from some other manufacturers out there in terms of just the bespoke attention to detail on all the finishing options, all the build quality options. It's all there. So compared to the custom 24s, this is definitely more in the vintage camp. It's definitely my preference, I would say, but let me know in the comments whether you agree with that. All right, I've got a couple more to go. And there is something quite unique at the end, but that is not available for sale. So we're going to include it anyway, but just be aware of that when we get to the end. It's going to be quite a special thing. Right, this is where we get into the big boy cases. Private stock, I'm guessing, based on the case. All right. Some kind of very important certificate lies beneath this envelope. I don't want to even imagine what's in there in case I damage it in some way. I'll leave that case open so you can check out the majesty of it behind the majesty of this guitar. Private stock custom 24 with the 2408 spec with the wiring options. Once again, back to that awesome bird inlay on the headstock, which I really love. Now this is very interesting because that is definitely not, I'm going to say it's not mahogany. What are we talking here on the neck wood there? Zero coat. Zero coat? I've never quite figured out the pronunciation for that, but really nice, very, very dark, very grainy wood. And it feels very sleek. It kind of feels like maple, like that kind of unfinished feeling that PRS do really well with maple, but Zero Coat, from my experience, has a little bit of a darker tone. It's kind of got a little bit more of that mahogany tone, but a very comfortable, very, very smooth finish, and obviously a little bit different. So obviously with these private stock guitars, you kind of get the most attentive finishes possible. Really amazing faded blue finish on this guitar with completely blacked out hardware, and that's quite unusual. I don't think I've seen that before, or at least not for a little while. Certainly not with this color combo. Natural back. It's very clean, very, very nice and clean. Some private stocks I think go a little bit outlandish. Some people like that, some people don't. This one is very, very clean, very classy indeed. So that's a real winner. I'd get on this one very quickly. If you are interested, and I know that by the time we're recording this video, it just so happens to have just been payday for most people. So if you're in that lucky few that can afford something like this, just do it quickly. Get on the website, click the link in the description below, because this won't last very long, I would imagine. So, I'm going to put it there for now. I'm going to play it, hopefully, but that might be the last time you see it, unless you're very, very quick. All right, that was a nice little diversion from the standard stuff we've seen so far. I don't know what this last guitar that's available is going to be, but we can find out. I think that's my favourite. I think that's the winner so far. Mccarty 594, 10 top, wood library.
Just 10 top.
Just a 10 top. So, I mean, I don't even know what these kind of hierarchical things in PRS's lineup actually necessarily signify. When you can get amazing guitars like this, that is just a standard, off-the-shelf kind of a 10 top. Was there anything particularly custom about the spec, John?
It's just the fact that it's quilt, really.
Quilty top once again, yeah. So both the Mccartys we've just seen, incredible quilty tops. I personally think this one edges it out a little bit because it's kind of got the ethos of a vintage guitar, with obviously all the quirks and modern design qualities that PRS is known for as well. Flamey maple neck, really nice natural redwood finish on the back. It's not redwood, it's mahogany, but I'm saying it's red in colour. Gold appointments once again, really gorgeous brushed pickup covers as well. There's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. PRS's pickup covers. I think they do some of the very best, and we've seen a few guitars with open coil pickup designs. I think these Mccarty pickup covers look fantastic. They really do look like vintage style PAF humbuckers, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree, but I think that they just nailed exactly what this guitar is trying to do. They've absolutely perfectly embodied it in guitars like this. That's just my 2 cents on it, if you will. Okay, that was quite a selection, and as I said, there's one more thing to show you, which, if you've paid any attention to our website and our social media and all that stuff, you may have seen this guitar, but someone obviously saw it before you and has decided to buy it. Maybe you're watching. If you are, congrats on your new guitar. Let's check it out together. I promise I won't play it. I just want to show it to everybody. So, Tremonti signature. Now this was a very, very limited run, I believe, of 20 guitars, this being number 20, of this very cool collaboration between Mark Tremonti and the artist Joe Fenton. Thank you very much. So I'm not sure exactly what the connection is here. Maybe some people do, and you can let me know in the comments, but this is one of those things where, again, PRS really excel at just letting artists, both visual and sonic, come together and create really, really cool things without any kind of pretense to it. There's no other thematic kind of connections that I know about other than obviously a great guitar player and great guitar designer, Mark Tremonti, working with one of the best guitar builders of the modern age, Paul Reed Smith, with a very, very cool modern artist, Joe Fenton, as well. So it's just this really cool trifecta of design, really, really comfortable neck as well. Hopefully whoever does get this guitar does decide to play it, because I think these Tremonti models are great, really kind of rock solid, very, very, very thick sounding guitars typically. I'm interested to know what this kind of satin finish would do to the tone. Unfortunately, I won't get to find out, but whoever has bought this, please do plug it in, send us a video or put a video up on YouTube, tag us, whatever you want to do, because I really want to hear this thing. So that's a pretty cool way to end it. Pardon?
They're signed on the back as well.
Signed on the back. Interesting. Whose signature is that?
That will be Tremonti, and by the input is the artist.
Got Tremonti's there. By the input is the artist's signature. Aidan knows so many things about these guitars. I'm very glad to have him on hand. But yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Don't see stuff like that very often. And if you've made it this far into the video and you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, comment the word Fenton down below, just to let us know that you've still been watching.
Fenton!
Fenton! And yeah, nice little way to end the video. Everything else you've seen so far in today's video is available, so click the link in the description below and head to our website as quickly as you can and check out the full inventory of PRS that we've got, because it's not just this stuff. There's heaps and heaps of amazing guitars that have come in recently. So check out the full range over on the website. But whoever's bought this guitar, I hope you really enjoy it. Thank you very much, as always, for watching, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen our stuff before, hit subscribe. Click the bell icon as well so you're notified whenever we post stuff in the future. That would be much, much appreciated. And as I said before, comment down below, pick your favourite of the 8 guitars that have been here today. I think they've all been stunning, but I'm sure one at least will have leapt out at you as being a favourite. So let us know in the comments. Check the website for more information on anything that you want to know. Take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.